Hello everyone, welcome back to the IghtBetPodcast with your host AP. Today's episode 11, why red pill and blue pill theory or alpha or beta male theory is a stupid concept. Okay, now let's begin. And what were we going to be talking about today? Well, I wanted to break this episode into why it's a stupid topic and proving it wrong, and then also build some supporting facts on what to do instead of thinking, oh, I have to be red pill to get women, or I have to be blue pill. Like, no one talks about the blue pill, but red pill, assuming that it stems from the Matrix, that type of concept where you either take the red pill or the blue pill. Red pill being that you change your life completely, and blue pill means you return and nothing happens, no changes occur. So I wanted to break out why this theory is just stupid and how it correlates to the alpha male or the beta male, ideology, where it's like, in order to get women only like alpha males. And if you're a beta male, okay, you're never going to get women. That's completely false. Okay, so that's what today's episode is about today. So let's start off with segment 1. And I labeled this segment, Putting It Into Perspective. And you have to think about it this way. These theories, if you don't put them to practice, what good are they? You could watch all the videos on YouTube explaining the perks of being alpha, the perks of being stoicism, the perks of if you're an alpha male and your luck with women and wealth increase. You could put all those into perspective, but no changes occur because what's the one way you're going to build wealth? Okay, taking risk, making an opportunity, making a startup, stop becoming an employee. If you want to make X amount of dollars and be in the level of a millionaire status or a billionaire status, you have to take that risk. A lot of that, is just, when you put it into perspective of like the alpha male, the red pill theory, it's all, it is what it is. It's theory. And if you don't put it to practice, what good is it? And I feel like this is my opinion, okay, that people get, men, especially men. I'm not sure if this is on the women's side of things too. I've never seen videos directed toward women to be red pill or blue pill. I haven't seen that. So I'm not entirely sure if this type of theory exists in that community, but I know for a fact that it exists in like the male community. Like, you could almost label it as like simping community. So what I was saying is that how does these theories make you any more likely to get rich or any more likely to get, famous or any more likely to get women? They don't. They provide a false hope. And it's almost like just a confident ego boosting exercise when you shouldn't be doing these things to begin with. Okay, like there's no need to have to stress the importance of I need to be alpha or I can't be beta, and these actions that I take are beta, and these actions that I take have to be alpha. I have to be achieving alpha, and it puts a ton of pressure on the guy, because the guy is buying all this, and he's buying all the material, and he's buying all like the books. He's watching the YouTube videos. He might be subscribing to paid courses. Okay, you don't need any of that. You really don't. This false hope that you're being given that alpha male is going to make you any more valuable, or, it's going to, if you're a low value man, to take you to a high value man, you don't need any of this. What you need to be is be real to yourself. Don't doubt your vibe, like Elon Musk says. Like, if you really think about it, do you think Elon Musk wakes up in the morning and he's like, I need to do all my actions today that are alpha male related? No. He's more concerned about what he's passionate about. What he's passionate about is getting humanity to Mars, okay? Changing the auto industry. He's the most valuable, his company Tesla is the most valuable automobile company in the world at the moment. Those are things that he's passionate about. He's passionate about Neuralink. He's passionate about Solar City. He doesn't concern himself with like, oh, my actions. they have to all be alpha. You know what I mean? No. Being real, being true to yourself is the key. Okay? If you want to build wealth, look what you're passionate. If you're passionate in accounting, if you're passionate in finance, pursue those. Pursue those. Grow your knowledge. Work for firms, grow for knowledge, and then eventually start your own firm. Become your own partner. Or work the way up the ranks in your own company to reach partner level. Okay? You have to do what you're passionate about, because stemming from that, it makes you more interesting. If you're a person that enjoys what they do, whatever it is, if it's making podcasts, if it's making YouTube videos, if it's your side hobby, if it's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, what do you think women are going to be most attractive to? Women aren't looking around and saying like, oh, this guy's an alpha male. Oh, this guy, he's a beta male. No, it's your actions, of course, that women are responding to. And if those actions don't fit her criteria, obviously you're not going to be a suitable candidate. But what never fails to look attractive and to be attractive is someone that is passionate about their work, is passionate about life, is passionate about their hobbies. And then, literally, that doesn't need to stress this whole alpha male, beta male mentality. Okay? You're just a human being that's passionate about accounting, or is passionate about finance, or is passionate about engineering, or is passionate about saving the world. That's what you're passionate about, and that's what's attractive to people. Because if you have the ability to speak clearly and to state your facts clearly and your opinions clearly in a matter that is interesting, it's going to look attractive. It's going to look sexy. People care about your emotions. And if your emotions are positive and they help you increase your value and increase your work ethic and increase your just overall thinking ability and reaching out and trying new things and taking risks, that's what people are attracted to. Okay? It's never changed. And a woman, yeah, they're not checking a box saying alpha, alpha, beta, beta. And you shouldn't be either. The guy shouldn't be either. You shouldn't be alpha. Oh, this is alpha, beta, alpha male. No, don't do it. You don't need to. Focus on becoming a more interesting person. And that is key. And it can be whatever you make it. Whether you enjoy making, model ships. Be passionate about making model ships. And be open to talk about those things. Put it on YouTube. Make an Instagram about it. You have to build things that are interesting, because people don't like boring. That's just they lose focus in a conversation when whatever you're saying is boring. Okay? And if that person thinks it's boring, they might not be the right person for you, because that's your vibe. You enjoy that. So eventually you're going to find someone that's as passionate about making model ships as well. It's a very simple concept. So one is that you can't be so hard on yourself. And two is, if you want to see change, if you want to be better with women and go on more dates, you have to just play the game. What that means is that there's times you're going to get rejected. There's times that you're going to get flaked on. You're going to get ghosted on. Those are all learning experiences, and they teach you how to handle, what you want and what you don't want, and some red flags along the way. It doesn't stress the importances of alpha, alpha, beta, beta. These clothes are making you look more beta. You should buy these clothes. That will increase your chances. No, there's a multitude of factors why you didn't score with that woman. It's definitely, I've never seen a woman be like, yeah, that man's clothes, he wears Adidas shoes. Never. I only go for Nikes. Okay? Obviously, you have to be good looking. In a sense where you're clean cut, you take showers, that good looking. You don't have to be anything else. I have to do this to achieve this level of manliness. I gotta be this tall in height. No. If you're focusing on all that, you're focusing on the wrong things that you should be doing. Okay? So you're not even the pinnacle 6 foot, on Tinder. Okay? But you do a lot of cool things, and a lot of things are interesting. Who the fuck cares about height? Okay? Plain and simple. Another thing is that you should also, when it comes to trying to get women to go on dates with women and eventually score with women is that it really helps too, is that if your hobby is an activity where it's a group activity. For example, if you play hockey, you have a group of your teammates. If you play baseball, you have a group of your teammates, and you can go out and enjoy. All the times that I've been put into situations where you're talking with an attractive woman, it is 9 times out of 10 easier if you're there with a group. If you're there alone, it can be just as rewarding. Okay, you might run into somebody. But when you're with a group, it helps keep conversation not being so stale, and also keeps the progression going, in my opinion. Because sometimes you'll find yourself in situations where you're having a conversation with a gorgeous woman and you're talking, and you're obviously you're running out of things to talk about, and the interest is slowly going down and down. So you need to know when to just pull the trigger and be like, hey, put your number in my phone. I'd love to do this with you tomorrow, or to catch up with you tomorrow, and something like that. And then you go back, with your group and all that. Or if you're looking for a one-night stand, you do that too. You understand that. But it's a lot easier, and it looks more attractive if you go with a group. Because then if you go with a group, you're already kind of socially accepted in a way that, people will talk to you. And especially if the group's mixed, so if it's male and female, or it's female dominant, male dominant, or male dominant, you already seem like a person that's approachable and cool to talk to, and you're actually striking conversations with people in your group and people around you, which makes you more not weird, and you're not trying to be anything else. Like, people want to approach you, random strangers will approach you because you seem like you're a cool person to talk to. That's important. So if your hobby consists of, being on a team, or being like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, going out with your Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu team, that makes it a lot easier, because then you also have wingmen, and you also have hype men in that group, that if they see someone, they'll be like, that girl's looking at you, or that boy's looking at you, like they're giving you the eyes, like, eyes never lie, Chico. They don't. And if that is happening, and you're getting that window into the soul, that's the perks of being in a group, because that could be something that you didn't notice. And at the end of the day, it makes you more approachable and makes you more a social human being when you're going out. I know now it's tough because COVID and specific states and specific bars aren't opening, and that's tough. But eventually things will go back to normal whenever that will be. So that's something to understand and to recognize. But I think another thing that you can get lost into if you're stuck with like the red pill mindset, or the blue pill mindset, or the alpha male mindset, or the beta male mindset, is that it sounds impressive. Like the words themselves. Oh, I'm so red pill. Or my buddy's so red pill. Or I'm alpha. I'm not beta. I don't do beta things. Like, it sounds impressive in your own mind, but in reality, the woman doesn't care. Like, the woman cares, okay, you're not a weirdo. You're not a creep. You're pretty easy to talk to. You're interesting. I'm attracted to you. Whatever you look like, whatever features, whatever attributes you bring to the table, obviously you're attracted to. They're not going to be like I said earlier, oh, he passes the alpha male checklist. No, like, you gotta throw yourself into the fire sometimes, and you're gonna get this age-old expression. This age-old expression holds true, is that you're gonna get 10 no's for every one yes. But in those 10 no's, you're learning. You're getting your game down. You're getting your cold approach down. In bars, or if a girl comes up to you, you understand how to have a conversation. Like, all those are important variables to have, and the more you do it, the easier it becomes, and it can help you out in the long run. So don't sleep on that idea. What else did I want to say is that, that corresponds with like the 10,000 hour theory too, is that, the more you work on a skill, the better it becomes. So you just have to work on that, and work on doing stuff that's interesting, and also taking care of yourself, grooming yourself, making sure you look good, and working out, putting in effort. Because at the end of the day, you see the effort that women go through to get makeup on, and there's so many different types of makeup. Like, if you really think about it, when a woman goes out, they have to find the dress. Okay, they have to find whatever they're wearing, and then they also have to sometimes they would do the makeup depending on the girl. And that makeup takes a long time. Like, there's like different layers to the makeup. Like, there's the eye thingy, there's like the eyeshadow. Like, they're putting in a lot of work. And even if they have nails, like, I was listening to Eyes Up Here, the Lindsay Palis podcast, and just the things that, the costs of like just nails, getting your nails done bi-weekly, or like the hair and coloring your hair, and different types of specific makeup products that might be more expensive than others because the quality is better, is crazy. And what does the guy do? He just like puts on a nice button-down shirt. If it's warm out, he's got his shorts on. He's got maybe some Vans. You know what I mean? And that's it. That's it. He's ready to go. So you gotta put in a little bit of effort. And there was a great quote that she said. It was on it was the Ight House. It was Dan Bilzerian's during the Twitch, when he had his Twitch channel. I believe he still does, but I don't know if it's still posting. Is that, you know, Lindsay was on there and they were interviewing Lindsay Palis, and the quote that Lindsay Palis said was that if you want to attract a dream girl, whatever that might be, you have to be a dream guy, which makes sense. End the story. So do things that are interesting. Join like group hobbies. Work on your craft, okay? Bring something interesting to the table. Because if you're focused on your craft, think about it this way. You're not going to be focusing the sole attention on the woman. Yeah, if you do that, you're going to come on as too invested, maybe too needy, maybe too, like, if wanty's a word in that type of an aspect. You might come off of that, and that's not attractive, okay? Especially in, like, the inklings of when you're, like, going on dates and stuff, that's not attractive. So if you're focusing on your craft and growing your career or working at your job, and you're making a difference, like, that's what you should be passionate about. Focus on your passions, because the passions are just as attractive as what you look like. So let's see, wrapping it all up, bringing it all full circle, what did we learn today? We learned today is that red pill, blue pill, alpha male, beta male theory is stupid. Don't waste your time with it. Don't waste your time and money with it. What you should do, or let's circle back. Why? Why is it stupid? Well, it's stupid because it provides us false hope. It's theory, so you can consume as much theory as you want. If you don't put it to practice, what's the point? And 3 is that you can just get too lost in it. You could be so focused on this theory that you're not actually getting results. You could be buying all the courses and you're just going to get frustrated. Like, why isn't this working? I'm supposed to be alpha now that I read this book. Or I'm supposed to be red pill that I read this book. Okay. That's why it sucks. What you should do instead is be yourself. Like Elon Musk says, don't doubt your vibe. Simple as that. And what is Elon Musk? He's a billionaire who is very passionate about many different things and has many different sources of income and many sources of business. Okay? That's what he's focused on. You should join a group activity that allows you to meet new people and to branch out and to be comfortable in social settings. Like, it's the perks of having a group. It's the purpose. It's the purpose. It's one of the benefits of not only providing to a team, but also the stuff you do afterwards. And 3 is that, I didn't mention it earlier, but this is always the trend of all my podcast episodes, is that if you're confident, honest, and respectful, why do you need to be anything else? Now, kind of just going what that means for all like the new YouTube listeners that haven't listened to my podcast, because this is going to be on YouTube finally kind of figure out a setup, is that if you're confident, you're not afraid to go up to the girl or to text the girl or to, heck, even call the girl that you've been either talking to, you're added on social media, or they go to the same university as you. If you're confident to approach them in whatever matter it is, that's step 1. Step 2 is that you're honest. Okay, you started to form like some sort of, like they kind of know you. They just not random out of the blue message. Like they kind of have an idea of the person that you are. that revolves with the confident part. But the honestest part is that you don't want to get friend zoned, okay? So you don't want to get friend zoned. And what do you do to not get friend zoned? So that you're just honest and you're confident with the girl. And you'd be like, hey, like, I think you're cute. Like, do you want to go on a date? Specify date. Not do you want to go grab coffee or do you want to get lunch? Because what is the girl going to think? The girl thinks, he's just friends. He wants to go, you want to hang out and do stuff. You got to specify the date. Guys, especially specify the date. Last thing you want to do is just be like, oh, shoot. Like, that's not what I wanted to do. Specify the dates. And lastly, respect is that if you get flaked on, if you get ghosted, if you get insulted, maybe they call you ugly, if you get just blocked or something, or they say that they have a boyfriend, you know what you say? It's 3 words. It's all good. Cut contact. That's all you need to do. If you're confident, honest, respectful, what do you need? Because those things lead to good karma. And what comes around goes around twice as hard. You do bad things, come around twice as bad. You do good things, come around just even better. So think about that. Next time you watch a video or you hear someone or you read an article says alpha, beta, red pill, blue pill. It's all stupid. Don't waste your time on it. Just be true to yourself, be rude to you, and be passionate about things that wake you up in the morning and that you can then exhibit and express those to other people to have a great fire conversation. So that was episode 11 of the IghtBet podcast, why red pill, blue pill theory, alpha, beta theory is stupid. Thank you all for listening. If you wanted to reach out to me on my social media to let me know what I'm doing, it's IghtBetPodcast or Alan Punick or Alan Punick Music. Let me know what you thought of the podcast. If there's any points that vary, anything that could be different, let me know. I'd love to play devil's advocate with myself and see what the other side's thinking. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right. Okay, I'm not a subject matter in the least bit. This is just coming from my personal opinion. So yeah, I'm not a not a subject matter expert. So thank you all for listening. This was episode 11. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and we'll be back for more on Sunday because this podcast drops every Sunday, and then definitely will be broadcasted to YouTube as well as Apple Podcasts and Spotify. So thank you all for listening. Have a good day.